Hi, this is Jack Armstrong with Taronis Fuels, and today we're going to talk about our proprietary cutting fuel, MagneGas. MagneGas is cleaner, safer, and smarter, and we're going to talk about what that means today from the end user, Director of Sustainability, Safety Director, and the business owner. MagneGas is cleaner. It is the world's only renewable cutting fuel. It's currently made from used ethanol. The production of MagneGas uses no fresh water and produces no waste. Currently, acetylene is the world's most predominant cutting fuel. It consumes 3 billion gallons of fresh water every year. The byproduct of the production of acetylene is lye, which is a toxic waste. From the Director of Sustainability's perspective, this allows the business to reduce its environmental impact. Safer. Okay. From the end user perspective, MagneGas has half the explosive range as acetylene. MagneGas is stable, acetylene is not. MagneGas is lighter than air. Acetylene tends to pool at your feet. This is a shooting video shooting a cylinder of acetylene and a cylinder of MagneGas with a .50 caliber. The point of this test is to test the stability of the gas to shock. So we fill the cylinders with different pressures, we drop them at different angles, and we test the gas before we send it up, and we test the gas after it's dropped to see if there's a degradation in the fuel or a decomposition in the fuel, and the tests prove conclusively that there's no degradation in the gas. What we're looking at right now is a stability graph for MagneGas. What you're looking at on the vertical axis is energy expressed in millijoules, and on the horizontal axis you have pressure. This test was performed by Wendell Hall out at White Sands Missile Range. Here's where the axes intersect, and the dashed line that you're looking at is the stability curve for acetylene. As you can see, it follows almost the vertical and the horizontal axis on stability. On the pressure side, once it gets above 15 psi on the chart, it's completely unstable. And you can see on the horizontal axis that as we move up the chart on the energy, the closer it gets to the line, and it becomes very unstable very quickly. The MG2 is MagneGas's first version of the MagneGas 2 version. This was with cooking oil. You can see we've moved the stability curve out, meaning it's more stable. As you can see, it takes more energy and more pressure to make the gas become unstable. The dashed line to the left of the MG2 is the first standard deviation for stability of the MG2, which is considerably more stable than acetylene. As we move farther out the graph, you see the stability for MG2B. This is MagneGas made from butanol, and we've moved the stability curve way outside of even MG2, and you see the dotted line to the left of the MG2B, which is the first standard deviation for that gas. Our current version is made from ethanol, and we've just completed the same test. We've continued to move stability curve out to the right, which means it's even more stable than the first two versions of MagneGas. Acetylene is heavier than air, MagneGas is lighter than air. So if I put MagneGas in a balloon and acetylene in a balloon, MagneGas would rise, acetylene would fall. Which means that if you have a leak in your hose, the acetylene is leaking on the ground, your guys don't know it, spark flies on the ground, not a good ending. Safer for the end user is also a clean cut because there's no slag on MagneGas cut, which we all know one of the highest rates of injury in a shop is from grinding and all the metal flying all over. As a safety director, switching your operation to MagneGas is an obvious choice. Smarter. We all know that the bottom line is a top priority. MagneGas is now cheaper than acetylene. We've cut 80% of our costs over the last 8 years of MagneGas, and we continue to cut costs. The price of MagneGas continues to go down, while the price of all other industrial gases continues to go up. MagneGas is the smart choice for the end user. You're going to increase your cut speeds, your heat affected zone is going to be less, you're going to have less grinding, which leads to less injury, you're going to be able to handle your metal quicker, and overall increase your productivity. MagneGas is a smarter choice from the business owner that adds productivity, cost savings to the bottom line, to the safety director, which brings safety to the shop floor, to the director of sustainability, that reduces the environmental impact of the company, and to the end user, which gives them a safer and higher performing product.